Happy Easter, everybody. So what I'm doing today is I'm broadcasting live to you through a program called OBS. So what OBS? Open Broadcasting Software. It's an open source piece of software, which meaning it's free. That's all you need to know. In this OBS workshop, we're going to be looking at the basics. Okay, the very basics. This program can do a lot of different things. We will use this as the basis to build on. So any more workshops that will come out, and there will be quite a lot, will be starting with this. So you need to do this. Okay, so if you sign up, what can you do? What can you do with OBS? Why should I do it? I'm sitting here in my office, and why should I be using OBS? Well, this is probably something like how you would do your lives in Zoom. You're sitting there, you're in your office, you've got no green screen. We're going to talk about green screens, and you're going to see it in action in a minute. But what you haven't got in here is any branding. Haven't got any branding. So we can use, there are things called overlays that you can use inside Zoom, but through OBS you've got so much more. So I'll give you an example. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on a logo. I've got a logo. So I am streaming through OBS directly. This is another thing. I'm not using Zenler Zoom. Okay, I'm going straight through OBS, straight to our Facebook group. I could go straight to multiple places from OBS and in one go, bang. Okay, so if I'm doing a solo broadcast, it's great, you know, because I can stream it out. Now, the other thing about OBS is we can pipe this feed from OBS into Zoom. And from Zoom, you can then do that for your workshops or your lives, your one-to-ones, whatever you're doing. So you can still have all these features. So what I've got here is something in its simplest form, and I want to keep this simple because what I don't want to do is overwhelm you. The software can look intimidating, but it's actually really, really easy to use it in its basic form. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Like if I didn't like the logo in this corner here, I can just move it, and I can just say, oh, I want it smaller, or I want it bigger. Yeah, simple. Move it where I like, live when I'm on stream. If I want to get rid of it, I can just hit a button, gets rid of it. I can bring it back. I can add extra assets in there, such as something like this. Okay, learn to fly higher from our course card for OBS. Put that straight in on front of me. You can see it's in front of me. Okay, and I could put in our little stream logo as well. So this is all being done on the fly. Okay, I can turn these things on and off, and I can do a lot more than this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something. Now I'm in my office environment. As you can see in the background, I've got this kind of little heater here, and I've got a little futon down the bottom here, and it kind of doesn't look good, you know. So I could clean the office up, have it as an office environment, but if you've got a green screen, okay, you can totally change it all. Watch and see. Watch this. There you go. It's all removed. Magic. How did I do that? How did I do that? I took a picture of my original office, I cleaned it up in Photoshop, and I used it as a backdrop, and I blurred it with a Gaussian blur. Now what's beautiful about this is I am looking really cool in here under my lighting because I'm in my actual office environment. So this is another purpose you could use it for. So we're going to get into some of this. We're not going to get into all of it. I'm just showing you now what you can do. Okay, So the other thing with a green screen, and I'm just going to do something quickly to show that I'm on a green screen so you guys can see what's going on. Let me just turn this off. There's my green screen. Okay, oh, you wouldn't know. Look, you think I'm in the office. No, I'm behind the green screen. Let me bring the green screen down and you'll see the original office like this. So I can key this color out and then it cuts me out and I can put whatever I like behind me. That means for something like this, I could put it behind me and it would be behind me. So I'm going to bring the screen up and I'm going to put this back into key mode. So I'm keying out, so I'm going to get my office come up like so. And now I'm going to take that group here, and I'm going to put it behind me like this. And now that butterfly is behind me. I've layered it behind me, and this is powerful as well. So not only can we use still images, we can also use, and you've seen this guys, you've seen me doing lives before where I've got backdrops in behind me. If I just flick to another screen now, you can see this is a general thing that I do. Okay, I've got the green screen behind me, I've cut myself out, but notice I'm much smaller in here, you know, but I'm keyed out. If I go to the camera now and I turn this off, you can see that's my screen, but I've keyed it out. Okay, this is the power of green screens. I go on about green screens all the time because of the flexibility you've got, especially in programs like this where you can put stuff behind you and all of those sort of things. So let me just turn this off and let me just jump to something else that you can do. Nice little butterfly video going on behind me. So imagine for presentations and this kind of thing, be really cool. What about this for a sort of start of a sequence? You know? Very cool. Again, I could turn myself off, let the sequence run, and then at the end just pop up like this. Really, really powerful. So these are some of the things we're going to look at. I think the most important one here for you guys to sort of be aware of is that you can put your logo in the corner, and you can do all this stuff with the background. You know, you could put timers in here, all sorts of things. You can play videos before you start the session, so you could do like a warm-up video telling people like, coming soon, we're just getting ready, countdown 10 9 8 7, and then bang, cut to a different scene like this, and bang, I'm here, you know. So the power of this is unbelievable. And of course, you know, with any of these elements, they can all be moved up and down, moved around into perfect positioning, so that it's all good, including any logos or any other assets you've got in there. So you can see how powerful it is. I'm sure a lot of you are going, wow, that's amazing. Like, how did you do that? And if you take this workshop, you're going to know. People have been asking for the replay. This is a little bit different, guys, because what I want is I want you to do it. I actually want you to do this stuff with me. So when you sign up for this, you're going to go to a page and you'll have the option to choose one of two time zones. Okay, one is 9 AM and this is for the Australian market. Okay, so it's all our southern Antipodeans. They can come in here and they can go in at 9 AM. We don't do this often. You guys were asking for it. Why don't you run workshops for us in Australia? We feel really left out. Right, guys, like, if this becomes full at 9 AM because all of you Aussies are coming into it, okay, and I'll be asking in there who's Australian, who's coming there. If I get one or two, that's why we don't do it. Okay, I've done this stuff before early in the morning. Don't get a big turnout. We get people coming in at 3 PM when the next session's going to start, because that's Europeans and the US. So if you want to get behind this, you need to get in there and you need to show the support. And if we've got the numbers, you know, because we're not going to run these big workshops for like an hour, 2 hours if we've only got 5 or 6 people in there. We want minimum 30, you know, to make it viable. So please get in there and support it, and then we'll do more. You know, maybe we'll run double sessions every time, but you need to support it, and we need to start somewhere. And I've said this before, and although, you know, we'd love to do it, you always got access to the replays and all that thing, but you know, being live is the best because you can actually go in and can ask questions. So guys, I'm going to share my screen now of the page. I'm going to give you the link anyway, but here is the page. You're going to see in here I've got a little bit about what we're going to be doing. Lots of stuff in here. You can watch that little video. You're going to see we've got 2 time slots in here. These are 2 sessions, okay? We're not running 2 workshops. We're running 2 workshops on their own. So it'll be a repeat. The 9 AM one will run, and the 3 PM will be a repeat of that. I will be live. I will be doing it. There might be slight differences, different people. What's going to happen though is in all of these, I want you to have your cameras on. Okay, I want you to have your cameras on because I want you to install the software now when you register and have it there. Have it there. Then when we run the workshop, I'm going to show you a little bit. I'm going to leave you for 5 minutes to do that, and then you're going to come back to me. Okay, so I'm going to be giving out the Zoom link just in case you drop out of the Zoom link. Okay, so you can jump back in if you need to, and that way you can just do it along with me. And at the end, what I want is I want all your screens to change to something really cool. Okay, so I'm going to give you templates at the time as well. Now these templates and things that I'm giving out might not be available in the replay because I'm doing it for people that are here and that are live and are with us. Okay, you'll still understand how it's done. I'll give you a sample, but you know, people can use their logos and things like that. You can use your own company logos. That's what I'm going to want you to do. I'm going to want you to put your own logo. So in its simplest form, I want a nice backdrop, like something like this, with your logo in the corner, and that's a success. As long as we do that, that's a success. Whether you've got a green screen or not, if you can do that and have that in there, then that's a success for the workshop. That means you've done it. I'm going to show you then how to pipe that into Zoom. So you're going to see it. It's all going to happen on screen, and that's going to super motivate and excite you to go, do you know what? I can do it. And then you can talk as well, so I can prove that all of that's working and all of those side of things. So I'm really super excited. If you guys have got a green screen, okay, if you've got a green screen and you normally leave it in the cupboard somewhere, make sure you have it out and ready behind you, okay? Because that way you guys can look at how you can put video behind you, how you can put moving stuff behind you, put layer stuff behind you like I did earlier, okay? And it's going to be really beneficial to you. So I'm going to drop the link in here anyway. It's in the events, guys. You can go in there, you can sign up for this. There's 2 sessions. We got 9 AM, we got 3 PM BST on the 6th. That's Saturday, that's a weekend, so you're not working. So get in there, do this. This will really benefit your business. Now, as a little bonus to this as well, I'm going to show you how you can record directly from OBS, meaning that if you've got it set up with your logo or this kind of environment, I could record in here, right? I could record and I could have it as a finished video because I've got all my graphics in place. You know, I could even record the video and cut to a new scene like this and do this, da 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 da, and then produce it out, upload it as a course lesson. I don't need to edit it. If I've done it all correctly, then I don't need to edit it. Okay, so just like this live that I'm running now. I don't need to post edit anything. It all looks cool, all looks good, you know, it's ready to go. So guys, if you want to do all this stuff, you know where you need to be. You need to be live. And then what's good about this, what is so good about this is that I will see your screens change, and if they don't, I'll be asking you why haven't you done this, you know. So I'll expect you to move along, because by moving along you might encounter problems and you can ask them then. So you're going to get a quick win out of this. You're going to have something. It's not like a normal workshop where you're just looking going, oh, that's an interesting point, I'll write that down, or I'll ask that question and then I'll forget about it 2 hours later. Now you'll have something, you'll have your own business logo on there through OBS and know how to put it into Zoom and to stream directly from OBS into Facebook like I'm doing now. I will show you that as well. So you've got loads of good things that you're going to get. You're going to get some templates. You're going to get the how to do this, put your logo in the corner. You're going to get assessment when you're going through to make sure that you've done it properly, because we're going to do it live. And you're also going to get to know how to go into Facebook. And you know Facebook are closing down that stream thing. We've still got RMTPs in there, so you can still go directly from Zoom or from OBS directly into there as well. But this is going to be super cool for you guys. Look at this backdrop. Look, wouldn't you like to do something like that? You know, wouldn't you like to be able to put these backgrounds in, or just have your logo in the corner, or have a start screen like this, you know, instantly? Oh, we can even change transitions as well. See how much time we've got. 2 hours, so we'll see how much time, because I don't want to go too fast. The basics are background, logo, that's all I want you to do, but you can watch the rest later. But we might even want to decide that we're going to change the way that we do our transitions across from one to the other. So you might decide to do something like a swipe, so you do this, do you see that? Or you might decide to do something like a fade, like this, a nice fade. So, you know, there's always loads of options. I'm super excited because I know it will make a big difference to you, the way you work. One is you could record on the fly. You know, you can actually push this stuff into Zoom. You can also show demonstrations, PowerPoint presentations. You can take everything up such a big level with so little learning. You know, you don't need to know very much. We can get this so that you know these basics very, very quickly, and it will just level you right up. And then you can, on your own terms, you can find out more about OBS and how you can use it, because you'll be super excited. What is the capabilities of OBS? And we can go into that in more advanced workshops. Okay, so the first thing is, don't get overwhelmed by all this stuff I've shown you. We're not going to do all this stuff I've just shown you, but we're going to show you the basics so you know how to do it. I'm going to get you to install the software. So if you go to this page, you're going to choose your slot. You're going to go in and say, oh, you know what, I fancy 3 p.m. You're going to go to the 3 p.m, fill this out. It's then going to take you straight to a pre-page. And I'll just flick that page up now. Let me just log in. I'm not going to show you the URL, guys, because otherwise you guys would be jumping there without registering. I know what you like. So it's good to have the registration, because one, it means I can send after emails out directly to you and not to the whole list. That's why we do that. Okay, so let me just go to where you will go to when you get in, and you'll see. Okay, so what you have here is, this will be the thank you page that you're going to go through to. Okay, and if we click here, then you're going to go through and you're going to get what is OBS, and you're going to have your first step. Make sure you do this. This will also be echoed in the email as well, so make sure that you do that and go in there and join it. If you like the stuff that I've just shown you, you'll be in there. I'm going to see if anyone's on the Facebook group whilst I've been recording this. Hopefully everything went well. I haven't got any comments come in, so maybe it's all good. It's probably 12:27. Not a bad time. Nobody's around, but it is Easter Sunday, so guess why. So hopefully you guys will catch up a bit later. I will shove this in the featured part anyway. You're going to see the event in the events page on our Facebook group. So guys, jump in, take this workshop. It will really benefit your business. Everything we do at Zenler, we don't just do it for the sake of it. We do this stuff to benefit you guys. It would be easy for us not to run any workshops. You know, we could just help people in the group, just run that, and not run any marketing or out of platform tutorials or workshops. The only reason we do this at Zenler, why Kevin, why Alice, why Mammy do any of these workshops, is for your benefit, not ours. Okay, we do this stuff for free for you, and I can run this and sell this for a couple of $100. I'll warm people up by showing them a few flashy things. Want to learn how to do all of this? Go into my course, pay 200 quid, and I'll take you through a 1 or 2 hour workshop. I could easily do that. I could do that tomorrow if I wanted to, but I don't, because through Zenler we give you our education, and we like to go above and beyond with helping and supporting you with your business, because we realize the one big thing: your success is our success, and that's it. That's the bottom line. So we always try and keep you really, really happy and excited with the education training that we offer here at Zenler. So guys, have a great Easter weekend, and I will see you all soon. I'm just so excited. Can you see how excited I am with the OBS? This is just brilliant, because it's just tools. It's just fun. Get in there, guys. Join me next Saturday. It's going to be a real laugh. You guys are going to love it, I'm sure. See you later, guys. Bye.